Good afternoon. This video is in response to Mr. Hicks's debate. First off, I would like to say, Mr. Hicks, you've done a great job and bring up several valid points. But I would also counter with that you start your argument with a false equivalency comparison between homeowners' security and national security. Building a wall or fence around a house is not the same as building a wall along the southern border. Even that fallacy lacks merit. As a current law enforcement officer, all the home invasions and residential burglaries I've investigated in my career have involved a house with walls and fences to prevent people from coming out that failed. While I do concede that walls have been a part of history in protecting and developing a basic national security sense for older civilizations, I think that the lack of walls around societies today is more representative of the lack of effectiveness that walls have in preventing or being proactive for national security. There's also numerous times throughout history in which walls have failed at their purpose. A prominent example would be the Maginot Line, in which France had developed a bunker system in a wall to keep Germany from invading after World War I. In order to beat the Maginot Line, Germany went around the wall and conquered France relatively quickly. You base your whole argument that walls are a hindrance and can slow down while authorities get ready, but a wall's true purpose is to keep people or things out. And right now, the border walls are not keeping people or things out. We have an endemic of narcotics and illegal substances coming from our southern border. We have walls there that are erected to keep it out, but it's not working. Transnational terrorist narco groups are just developing other means, such as tunneling underneath the ground with railroad tracks, essentially to funnel narcotics into the United States, or with the advent of drone technology, they're flying over a wall. Also, the human caravans that are precipitating this humanity crisis at our southern border are just going over the wall. And the walls aren't providing any kind of stop, let alone providing any time for a border patrol to get any kind of resources in place to address the issues. We have, as you pointed out, almost 600 miles of border between the United States and Mexico that have some form of barrier up. It cost, at some spots, almost $46 million per mile to develop those walls and borders. Wouldn't that money be better suited going into something to develop national security that isn't just to be a mere hindrance, but rather to address the issues? I think our issue at the southern border is more of an issue of policy and the lack of incorporating any kind of policy to address the immigration concerns, rather than something that can be addressed with something as simplistic as a wall. Again, Mr. Hicks, I appreciate your video, and I do think you brought up good points, and I thank you for allowing me this opportunity to debate you on this topic.